Evening, Mayor and Council, the only application before you this evening is for the downtown manure letting on December 11th.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nancy.
We're now on the matters of the city council. Councilmember Bez Anderson.
The only thing that I would like to say to everyone is to wish you all a very happy and safe holiday, and to be thankful this holiday is to be with family and friends, people that you love. So I hope that you all enjoy and don't eat too much turkey. So happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Councilmember Chapman.
I also want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and to remind everyone that we have some upcoming tree lightings on our calendar. There's a tree lighting in Fireman's Park on Friday, December 1st. There's a tree lighting downtown on Saturday, December 2nd. We have a Kwanzaa celebration on December 9th, followed by a tree lighting in Asbury Park on December 9th as well. So I hope everyone enjoys their holidays. Stay safe.
Councilmember Clayton.
Thank you. I also want to repeat best wishes for a wonderful and warm and happy Thanksgiving with you, your family, and friends.
Deputy Mayor Quinn. Mayor Moore.
I echo everybody else, safe and happy Thanksgiving to all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next up, we have a public hearing for proposed sewer connection fee increases. Number 3, forward to our city attorney, Carter Pavetta.
Yes, I'd like to ask the city's auditor, David Gannon, to please come forward and join us. At this point on the agenda, we are now going to proceed with a public hearing as required by state statute and city code regarding proposed increases to the sewer connection fees that are charged by the city for each new connection of property to the sewer system. With me this evening are the city's Chief Financial Officer, Joanne Goose, along with the city's auditor, David Gannon, who is seated next to me. I'm going to ask Mr. Gannon to place a brief testimony on the record before we open up the public hearing. Mr. Gannon, would you please raise your right hand so I can swear you in? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. Please state your name for the record and spell your last.
David Gannon, G-A-N-N-O-N.
Mr. Gannon, what is your professional title?
I'm a partner and a certified public accountant, as well as a registered municipal accountant.
And you hold any licenses or certifications in the state of New Jersey?
I'm licensed by the state of New Jersey as a certified public accountant, as well as a registered municipal accountant.
And with whom are you employed?
I'm a partner at the Capital Davis.
Has your firm been retained by the city of Asbury Park to perform auditing services?
Yes, it has.
And as part of your responsibilities for the city, does your firm perform a recomputing of the connection fees to be charged to new users of the city sewer system when requested by the city?
Yes, we do.
And has your firm performed such a recomputation recently?
Yes, we have.
Before we get into the actual computation, can you kindly explain to the public what the purpose of a connection fee is?
So the connection fee captures the historical cost of building the city's sewer infrastructure. It brings the new connectors in the system in line with those that have been connected to the system and funding the improvements of the system. Simply put, it puts kind of a level playing field between existing users and new users, so that they're, the new users are enjoying the benefits of the city's infrastructure. That the cost of them borne by those that are living in the city all the time.
And are there different connection fee amounts depending on the type of property involved?
Yes. However, the law requires that the connection charges are uniform within each class of user, and that the amount thereof shall not exceed the actual cost of the physical connection, plus the amount representing a fair payment toward the cost of the system.
How many different classes of properties are there as required?
There are 3 different property classes. Class 1 constitutes residential property. Class 2 represents hotel or motel units. And Class 3 constitutes non-residential general.
And what were the prior sewer connection fees charged by the city for each of those classes?
Prior calculation yielded a connection fee for residential of $5,904. For hotel or motel, Class 2 was $2,952. And Class 3 non-residential was previously $31.98 per gallon, with a minimum of $5,904 per connection fee per unit.
And can you please describe the recomputation that was performed recently?
Sure. The recomputation consists of an analysis of capital costs. So taking the historical costs that have been calculated through the last time the connection fee was performed, reviewing the capital costs, which included debt service and direct capital expenditures for the infrastructure, less any grant-funded type of expenditures. Those would not be included in the calculation. And that becomes the capital base of the calculation. We then also receive data from the water utility on consumption, and from that we determine the number of units within the city, as well as the average gallons per unit. And through the combination of those two analysis form the basis of the computation.
As a result of that recomputation, what are the proposed new connection fee rates that your firm is recommending for each class of users in the city of Asbury Park?
So we're recommending, based on the computation that was performed, for Class 1 residential, an increase from $5,904 to $7,162 per unit. We're also recommending for Class 2, or hotel or motel, an increase from $2,952 to $3,581 per guest room. Finally, we're recommending sewer connection fee for Class 3, or non-residential, from $31.98 to $35, down with a minimum connection fee of from $5,904 to $7,163.
And do you believe that the proposed new connection fee amount shall be uniform within each class of users?
Yes.
And do you also believe that the proposed sewer connection fee increases shall otherwise comply with all statutory requirements?
Yes.
Finally, as the city's auditor, is it your recommendation that the city adopt these new connection fee amounts and apply them to all new customers who connect to the city's sewer system?
Yes, sir.
I have no further questions of Mr. Gannon. Do any members of the council have any questions before we open it up to the public?
I just have one question. Could you repeat the residential, the increase?
Yeah, so it's on from the proposed number, dollar amount is $5,904 to $7,163.
Thank you.
So Brett, I don't know if this is the time, but I emailed Donna, we're not doing these sewer connection fees for affordable ADUs.
So that will be part of the ordinance, which will exempt them.
Okay.
Should be at that time.
I have a motion to open the public hearing.
Move it.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing on proposed sewer connection fee increase is now open. If any member of the public would like to speak, please use the microphone, state your name and address for the record. Your comments may be regarding the sewer connection fee increase only.
Do any members of the public have any questions for Mr. Gannon, or would like to make any comments to the mayor and council regarding the proposed new sewer connection fees?
Motion closed.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing on the proposed sewer connection fee increase is now open.
Okay, there is a resolution later on the agenda during the public portion, when you're doing the resolution generally, that will be voting on to actually approve the increases that Mr. Gannon just testified.
Thank you.
We're now on to public participation. I have a motion to open the meeting to the public. All in favor? Public participation portion is now open. Any member of the public who wishes to speak, please use the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and there will be a 3-minute time limit for each speaker.
Why am I going to the back of the room? My name is Dr. Sam Bellucci. John, how are you?
Good.
My property is at 316 7th Avenue in Asbury Park. I didn't expect to see so many women on the council, but glad to see you all. I have two major issues that I'm going to be confronting on a public matter or a legal matter. One is this accelerated property tax, which I think is really harmful to the citizens of Asbury Park. You represent us. You're supposed to do what's beneficial for us. We're in what we call a recession. More people than in the last 10 years are behind on their mortgages. We're dealing with high inflation. We're dealing with high costs. In New Jersey, a large portion of our population has lost their job because of the cutbacks of corporate America. So, why do we need an accelerated property tax that is due by November 10th, I guess? I pay it online through Bank of America. If I pay it the 1st of November, you don't even process it till after the 10th. Then I get this notice of a tax sale. It just happened again with the sewer bill. I sent it ahead of time, but by the time it goes from Bank of America in the mail to Asbury Park, you get it in your office, you process it, I'm over the deadline. So I would ask the council, in light of this holiday season, when people are stressed out, paying bills, paying mortgages, they can't afford it anymore, and higher property taxes, make the date a month later. Give us time to get the money in and have you process it. A lot of this has to do not with sending the money in, it has to do with it getting from the bank to Asbury Park, and then by the time you process it, we're over the date. So either eliminate this accelerated property tax in total, because I have property in 5 other towns in New Jersey, none of them have this. Or push the date a month out to December 10th or 15th to give the folks a break. So how many are in favor of doing that? Why wouldn't you want to do that?
I think you should go into your second question, because you got 3 minutes.
Okay. And then the last thing is the property tax increase. There's no reason for it. It needs to be zero-based budgeting. I get an email saying that my property is now valued over $1 million. Well, I haven't got a single realtor or individual tell me that they buy my property for $1 million. I get calls all the time, but yet I get a call or an email from Mike Del Rey, a letter, your property's going up. It's ridiculous. It's called zero-based budgeting. You need to manage the budget. You have more revenue than you've ever had before in the town of Asbury Park. How's it being managed? And that's all I have to say, because I'm going to get a coalition, and I'm giving my phone number, 908-421-3359. I'm starting a coalition for intelligent management in Asbury Park,
Doctor, your time is up.
and we will take action.
Doctor, your time is up. Thank you.
My time is up, and your time could be up shortly, too.
No problem, sir. Thank you. Anybody else like to speak? Ask questions? Seeing none, vote.
Wait, is this like about anything?
Yes.
Okay, great. I thought there was like an agenda you can follow. Okay, so, let me start. Okay, I'm Lauren, I live at 232 Avenue. I'm here to talk about, unfortunately I can't really pronounce it, the K-Bonanian politic and Egan at Bird and 2nd Ave. I received a letter from them just letting me know that they were looking to do something with lot 4, I guess the staging area. And I'm just concerned since I've now seen them on the other 2 lots for the past 6 months, just like hauling away dirt with dump trucks, like laying concrete, like normal construction things. Like I've understood that's part of the process. It's a new, Asbury's new place in town, but why like another place? Like I'm just confused why this wasn't part of the normal like set of constructions. Like where did this come from? It's just really concerning. I just feel like I'm gonna just live in construction zone for the next year. And like where's my benefit? Like I just burden this and have to live with it and deal with it. And now they want to do more. And I've already dealt with like foundation drilling, my apartment shaking. I unfortunately have a west-facing apartment, and it's really stressful. I work from home. I can't get work done. I don't even know what like a staging area is, and it kind of concerned me that they had to install like more chain link fences into the ground, and just more kind of like drilling and ground shaking and more trucks. Like, so why wasn't this part of the normal thing? Or why is it just getting started now? Like, those are just my concerns. Thanks.
so this is part of, the application that KCOG presented to the council. They need to stage their equipment for their construction, and they have requested that location. The council, asked that they send letters to all the residents in the area to get their feedback, to see if there were any concerns about this. I believe you and one other person, responded to the mayor and council, and Clark and Michelle, indicating, a concern. Those are the only people that we heard from. And I understand your concern, I mean, unfortunately, construction is happening throughout the city, we have the other projects over on Lake Avenue. You know, I can't tell you they can't start before 8 o'clock, so if that does happen, please call us, and we can certainly make sure they don't do that. They have to be done by 6 o'clock as well.
And they can't do construction on Sunday.
Correct.
And the lot that you're using is just for storage of material for where the buildings are built. It's not-
Correct, this is staging area, not doing construction.
Not for the end.
They have to like install fences though,
Yeah,
and other things.
they have to keep it so it's not people can walk onto the property.
Yeah, okay. And if I have any other questions, I can email
Yeah, absolutely.
Michelle, right?
Yeah, I'm Donna, if you
Okay.
want to be or Michelle, absolutely. It should have gotten that in the letter that you got.
Yeah, I got one for the wrong apartment, so it's okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Motion closed.
All in favor? All the participation portion is now closed. All right, on to the minutes, I have the executive meeting minutes and regular meeting minutes of the November 8th meeting, do I have a motion? Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Here. For, meeting minutes. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Yes, November 8th minutes, thank you. Councilmember Chapman. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
We're now on the consent agenda resolutions. All matters listed on consent agenda are presented collectively to City Council and will be considered for approval with one vote. These matters are considered to be routine in nature, and there will be no individual discussion of these items. If discussion is desired by one or more council members as to any particular item, the said item shall be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. On consent agenda, we have resolutions 2023-519 through 2023-522. Do I have a motion? Move it. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman. Yes. Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
We're now on individual resolutions. Resolution 2023-523, resolution approving payment of bills.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman. Yes. Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-524, resolution to establish a new sewer rate schedule connection fees within the city of Asbury Park pursuant to NJSA 40A:26A-11 and City Code Section 18-526. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-514, resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of Asbury Park to authorize construction staging for K Canadian Holdings NJ LLC on block 4003, lot 4 and block 3901, lots 2 and 3 for the development of property located at block 4003, lots 1, 2, and 16, and block 4003, lots 12, 13, 14. Do I have a motion? Move it. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Move. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-525, resolution approving change order number 2 for the new fire department headquarters. Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
No.
Mayor Moore.
No.
Resolution 2023-526, resolution rescinding resolution 2023-394, and authorizing the use of funds designated for the city of Asbury Park for the fiscal year 2024 Asbury Park Urban Enterprise Zone Fund for the Asbury Park Administration Budget fiscal year 24.
Move it. Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2023-527 has been removed from tonight's agenda. We do have an addition to tonight's agenda, resolution 2023-528, resolution authorizing the city of Asbury Park to execute a stockhold certificate and recognition agreement related to the property located at 521 Lake Avenue, block 3105, lot 4.02. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
No.
Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
We are now on to ordinances, second reading, public hearing. Ordinance 2023-38, ordinance of the city of Asbury Park amending supplementing section 8-11 entitled Rates, Display Rates Required of Chapter 8 Taxi Cab Liveries and Valet Parking of the Code of the City of Asbury Park. Brief update, this ordinance updates the taxi rates that have been increased in many years. And we're going to public hearing on ordinance 2023-38.
Second.
All in favor? Public hearing on ordinance 2023-38 is now open. Any member of the public who wishes to speak, please use the microphone and state your name and address for the record. Again, your comments may be regarding ordinance 2023-38 only.
Motion closed.
All in favor? Public hearing on ordinance 2023-38 is now closed. I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2023-38.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Chapman.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Now to ordinance 2023-40, ordinance of the city of Asbury Park amending supplementing section 12-1 entitled State Uniform Construction Code Enforcing Agency, chapter 12, Building and Construction of the Code of the city of Asbury Park. Would you be able to provide a brief overview?
Certainly, so this ordinance updates the construction fees that are charged by the construction department at the analysis and request of our construction official.
Thank you. I have a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 2023-40. All in favor? Public hearing on ordinance 2023-40 is now open. Any member of the public wishes to speak?
Motion closed.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing on ordinance 2023-40 is now closed. May I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2023-40? Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Chapman. Yes. Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Now on to ordinance 2023-41, ordinance of the city of Asbury Park establishing a new section 3-11 to be known as public parks within chapter 3 police regulations of the code of the city of Asbury Park. Greg, can you be able to provide a brief overview?
Yes, this ordinance establishes the hours of operation for all of the parks within the city. Basically, the parks will be open from sunrise through sunset, which obviously will differ depending upon the time of the year. It will not affect the ability of members of the public to walk through the park on paths that run through the park. However, individuals are not supposed to remain within the parks outside of the regular operating hours, which you have between sunrise and sunset.
Thank you. May I have a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 2023-41? Move to open. Second. All in favor? Public hearing on ordinance 2023-41 is now open.
Motion closed.
All in favor? Thank you. Public hearing on ordinance 2023-41 is now closed. May I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2023-41? Move it. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Chapman. Yes. Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Ordinance 2023-42, ordinance amending supplementing chapter 20 entitled Environmental Regulations of the Code of the City of Asbury Park to establish a new section thereof to be known as 20-5, privately owned salt storage. John, would you give our brief
This ordinance is required by the state to regulate privately owned salt storage facilities.
Thank you. May I have a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 2023-42? All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing on ordinance 2023-42 is now open.
Motion closed.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing on ordinance 2023-42 is now closed. May I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2023-42? Move it. Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Chapman. Yes. Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
No one has anything else, I'll take one to adjourn. All in favor? Thank you, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.